put light on?
Got her.
Okay.
So, somebody here will help out the new person.
Yeah, please, thank you.
I was the last new person, so
I will now call this meeting to order. Ms. Milton, roll call, please.
Chairperson Cowan,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Walker,
Here.
Board Member Avens, Board Member Roberts,
Here.
Board Member Story.
Here.
Okay, first thing on the agenda, I guess, do we have anybody want to talk about or approve the minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from our last February meeting. Because I read them, they look pretty good to me. Janet didn't misspell anything.
should be good. I'll second.
Roll call? We have to do roll call on that?
Vice Chairperson Walker,
Yes.
Board Member Roberts,
Yes.
Board Member Story,
Yes.
Chairperson Cowan.
Yes. Or to know, we don't have any old business unless somebody knows something or,
Well, I think we're all called up.
all right.
Then we move to new business, boss man.
Okay, now we'll move to, new business. It is, application for the Family Dollar at 3609 Ringo Road. And Rob Hosack?
Yes, sir.
Would you please come up?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Everyone, Mr. Chair. My name's Rob Hosack. I am a consultant with a company called Decisions Consulting. We're based down in Atlanta, and we represent Family Dollar LLC of Tennessee and its efforts to obtain licenses in certain locations. By way of very brief background, I think I had sent a letter dated March 27th that hopefully outlines the company's approach to safe and responsible alcohol sales. Did want to provide the board with a little bit of background information. Family Dollar is not trying to compete with liquor stores or convenience stores. Actually, we don't really expect an increase in the customers walking in and out as much as this might slightly increase what we call basket sales.
Is this just an add-on, so to speak?
That's exactly right, sir. And so what we found is folks have kind of told us that, you know, while I'm here getting some groceries and doing my weekly shopping, it sure would be nice to be able to get a six-pack of beer and a bottle of wine as opposed to having to leave, go to another store that might not feel the same as Family Dollar. And I did want to give some assurances to the board. Family Dollar, you know, they don't sell vape products. They don't sell high-content alcohol products. So it's like domestic beer and domestic wine. 5% ABV on the beer, 15% on the wine. Don't have big advertising signs, you know, saying buy the Dos Equis here, or the Bud Light stuff that you see maybe on, you know, at convenience stores. So it really is just an effort to try to provide a little add-on for existing customers to be able to utilize.
Ask a question. Ask him a question.
Sure, yes, ma'am.
Are y'all gonna have wine in the store?
Actually, I don't think we made application for wine in this particular
Because that has
instance.
to go through the Alcoholic
Board.
Beverage Commission for the state. We don't handle wine, we just handle beer.
Yes, ma'am. And you know, in other places, we'll actually do beer and wine at the same time, but
In Tennessee, you can't sell wine and beer in the same store. In Georgia, it's just the opposite.
exactly.
In Tennessee, you buy your wine at your liquor store. It's just one of those funny little laws.
So this, and thank you, ma'am, this is just for beer sales. Did want to also mention some of the stuff that Family Dollar does. They have kind of a proprietary software that they use with handheld scanners to verify IDs. There's a very rigorous training program that all of the associates have to go through upon onboarding or upon getting hired. And then there's a mandatory 6 months refresher course. We utilize an outside vendor that's kind of like a mystery customer concept, to where they'll come in and they'll just test people. And in the instance that somebody forgets to ask for an ID, they'll be counseled. They'll be put kind of on like a probationary period.
Could I add something? If Hamilton County sends somebody in, and we've been through that before, and the ID's not asked for your license, you either get fined or your license pulled for X days. So it's good that you're doing it yourself, because Hamilton County will do it for you.
Yes, sir. And honestly, what we have found is by doing this mystery customer training, if somebody does commit a violation or does sell to an underage, they're just terminated, because we feel like, look, we've kind of opened our doors to you. We're giving you every opportunity to follow what we think is a pretty good training program, pretty good technology. But if you do mess up and you sell to somebody that shouldn't be sold to, then you're going to be terminated. So they have a real good video surveillance system that is specifically going to have a camera focused right where the beer would be displayed in a small cooler. And did want to also give this board some assurance that it really won't grow into a package store or a convenience store, because we have a limited floor plate, usually about 8,000 square foot net of sales area. And normally the little bitty cooler that's dedicated for the sale of the beer represents about 1.5%. So it's usually no bigger than about 80 square foot, 8 by 10 cooler. Again, because we're not selling high alcohol beers or anything. So, and if there is an occasion to where the local police department here wanted to ask us for surveillance video for any reason, we make it a point with our store managers to make sure that we try to comply always with anything that the local law enforcement folks want to do. Happy to answer any other questions.
Have 2 employees that's certified at all times, in case one girl's there selling,
Yes,
she gets sick or something, have to leave.
What we've told the Family Dollar folks is, understand sometimes people may call in sick.
Right.
But stores that are selling alcohol, and I did want to take a step back, not every store that Family Dollar has, we're not pursuing. We're going to make sure that they're the right stores and they're in the right locations. So if there is a store that we know has a problem with graffiti, maybe in a more urban area, perhaps in a different part of the country, we experience some of these problems. We won't pursue that. So with the stores that sell alcohol, we've kind of told the district managers and the regional directors, these are one of the stores where you're going to have to make sure that there's 2 folks there at all times.
We want you to succeed because we worship the almighty tax dollar.
Yes, sir. And quite honestly, they have some stores where they're not selling beer and wine, and there's one person in there, and that can be tricky. I've been into a couple of those, and sometimes they're just in the back trying to grab something to stock the shelves or whatever. And it's a security risk more than anything. But with the addition of beer sales, we've kind of counseled them that you're really going to have to make sure that you stay as fully staffed as you can, knowing that there's going to be times when people leave or call in sick. But it'll be important to have 2 folks there.
Yeah, and I've been on the police department, so I have seen snatch and grab and run out the door.
Yes, sir.
So that's, not their fault or anything, but.
No, but it has occasion. That's one of the reasons, sir, we actually do the video cameras, because although it's funny, what we have found company-wide, the biggest thing that gets stolen, and I just wouldn't think this, it's laundry detergent. And from what I found out is, it's cigarettes and laundry detergent because they take them and then they go to a flea market and they'll sell it. And I guess there's not really any oversight like there would be with a consignment shop where there are adequate background checks done and whatnot. So, so far we haven't had a big problem with shrinkage as it relates to beer or wine, but, you know, laundry detergent is a big one. and
That's
cigarettes.
funny.
It's expensive.
Well, yes, it is.
Well, if I come up there, I'll steal beer, okay? I'll leave your tide alone.
I
Yeah,
got
but they'll catch you before you get to the door.
I'm fat, I can't go that fast.
Anybody got any questions?
No, I think I have all the information I need.
Do I have a motion on the floor?
I make a motion that we approve his license. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Vice Chairperson Walker. Board Member Roberts.
Yes.
Board Member Story.
Yes.
Chairperson Cowan.
Yes. I'll say we adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you for your time, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.